What is up, people? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another match preview. The Arsenal take on Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium. It's going to be a tough game, that's for sure. Lots of questions around this one. Is Antoine Semenyo going to be there? Will Declan Rice be there? I do not think he will. Definitely lots to go through in this one. But first, of course, hit the like button on your way and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thanks for being here. And let me know what you're thinking in the comments section down below. Hype it up if you got any of those left, of course. And we'll hop right into it. Of course, the question on everyone's mind this morning, will Semenyo be there for this game? I'm not expecting him. I am expecting him to be at the time of this recording. So there's still about another 24 hours plus before the game kicks off. So not sure if Semenyo is going to be there. But word is he has agreed in principle to a deal to go to Manchester City, but the article I read was weird. It was from Transfer News about how he's demanding high wages, but then it said he only wanted 150K. 150K, that's not high. Bernardo and Foden and the like are higher than that. No, I'm sure Erling Haaland is higher than that, of course. Oh yeah, definitely. So, yeah, 150K is not too much. I'm expecting him to be there. Is that going to matter? Is it going to matter? I mean, is he? I think he's going to play. He's a consummate professional. I think he's going to be, there, strong, ready to go. And I think that it'll be, definitely what he wants. It'll be definitely something that is in his head, but I mean, he scored last time out when, right when the rumors came out. So I'm not sure that it's going to necessarily be, an issue for Semenyo. He'll definitely come out and play, and he's definitely the one we need to look out for. It's going to be, pretty much it's pretty much Semenyo or, whatever else, because right now it's not looking good for Bournemouth. They're in a bad way. We'll take a look at some of these match facts here. The last 5 for Bournemouth, 4 draws, but those draws did include a crazy 4-4 game with Man U and the very exciting 2-2 game versus Chelsea. But they do have some injuries. Ryan Christie's out, Tyler Adams questionable, Lewis Cook all questionable. They're going to be game time decisions. I think those are big players for Bournemouth, so it's going to be tough. Yeah, like I said, is Semenyo going to be playing? That's going to be a big question here in this one. And if you look at the head-to-head, the last 2 times Arsenal played Bournemouth, we've lost. We went there last season, and lost 2-0 at the Bournemouth Stadium. That was the Evan Nielsen thing with Saliba and the red card. We've definitely done way better this season as far as red cards are concerned. And so I think that discipline issue has gone away, but it's going to be a similar game, right? They're going to sit back, be really, really compact, really tight in defense, and look to counter quickly. Once again, the key to this game for Arsenal is to be ruthless, the ruthlessness. If we take our chances, we should 100% win this game. We don't want to follow up the incredible game versus Villa with, some, a letdown here on the Bournemouth game after winning, going through a tough period and then coming out the other side on a humongous win. Definitely looking good after the Villa game and in a good way, feeling good right now. 4 points, clear. City playing Chelsea at the weekend, going to be a tough game. We have to take care of business. I'm pretty sure we play first. We do have the late kickoff tomorrow afternoon. Just looking here. Yes, 3 weeks in a row now. Arsenal play before City. City are the late game on Sunday. So we get to put even more pressure. Hopefully, by the time City play Chelsea, we will be up by 7 points. And we definitely 100% have to take it to Bournemouth. They're going to give us the ball. They're going to sit back and look to counter. And I think that if we play well, if we play our transition defense, there were moments in that Villa game, Onana were, the likes of Onana and Ali Watkins were doing well in that first half. I expect to see probably the same lineup, a similar lineup. Marino's going to be in there again. He's going to have another big game to deal with the transition. That's where, Bournemouth could hurt us. But like I say, they're kind of walking wounded. Some of their key men in midfield are not there at the moment. Some of, of course, Declan Rice missing is going to be, tough. But once again, we showed that we could do that same, have a good performance without him versus Villa. So it's going to have to be the same thing here versus Bournemouth. Arsenal's going to have to control the game early. Going to have to, make sure that we win second balls. Winning second balls here is going to be absolutely key, so that we can suffocate them. And once again, we just have we have to avoid cheap turnovers, of course, because that's where we get hurt. That's where they'll hurt us. And if we don't take care of the ball, it's going to be, could be a long day, just like the last time we were here. Very, very happy that Big Gab should be back once again for this one. Not too certain about, what happened when he went off at the end of the game, or if that hand injury from Nkapie is going to be, too much for him to handle. No, he's going to be all right, I think. And we'll have our, one of our strongest back lines. Hopefully Calafiori will be back in, and we could have our very best back line there. But I think the transitional defense can be very, very important. We have to be clinical. We absolutely have to be clinical. I think that if we are, play through their press well, we're going to have to play quickly is what it's going to be. Their press is going to make us play with quality and speed in the build-up. And I think if we do that, we can create lots and lots of chances. They're going to try to keep us out wide. It's going to be interesting to see if they double-team Saka and or Trossard. Of course, Trossard's probably going to start again. And, why wouldn't he? Why shouldn't he? He definitely should. He is killing it at the moment. So I definitely expect him to start. Saka will start as well. I think that if we can nullify them in the midfield and win the second balls, we can just continually block them in, keep them in, suffocate them until they fall over. It's just huff and puff until the house falls down. Exactly. We're going to have to be patient. We're going to have to work the channels well. I think if Victor Gyökeres starts this game, it's going to be tough for him. And he's going to have to show that he can find the right positions for those incisive passes that I know Martin Odegaard is going to need to make. He's been playing really well, really, really well, and I expect him to have another good performance in this game. He should run this one. Everything we do normally goes through him. I expect him to have a lot of the ball in this game, be able to dictate the tempo and push us forward. And we need that from him. We need what we've seen in the Villa game and the Brighton game from Martin Odegaard. 100% need him to be at the top of his game. And I think he will do. I think he's, back to some of his best form. He's definitely feeling it. Got the goal versus Brighton. Fantastic performance versus Villa. Got an assist, at least one. And so the way he combines with Saka and with Gyökeres as we build up Obviously, I like that we've had some balance recently. It hasn't all been down the right side. So we're looking to see some of that as well. Um, I think all in all, this is a great opportunity for Arsenal to put even more pressure on Man City in this January run. And definitely a big 3 points we need to take as we're looking to Liverpool next week, because that's going to be a massive, massive game. But it would be a real letdown to not get these 3 points here. I definitely think we should be able to handle them moving forward. You know, I think that the lineup will probably be the same. If Hincapié comes out, it'll be Calafiori to come in. Zubi, Marino, Odegaard, Trossard, Gyökeres, Saka. That's what I expect. That's definitely what I expect. I won't be... If Arteta looks at it and says Tyler Adams is out, Ryan Christie is out, you know, their main stalwart generals in the midfield are out, he might play Eze in this one. He might actually do Odegaard as a Zubamendi, which is interesting if he does, because Zubi being the lone six is not what you'd expect. You'd expect Rice to be the lone six, so maybe not. Maybe he wouldn't do that. But if Marino is the lone six and Zubamendi gets a rest and we see Marino as a Odegaard, I would not be unhappy with that. I'd be fine if we saw that. I think Eze needs to play in this game. At some point, I think Eze needs to get some minutes. Even if and I wouldn't be surprised, I wouldn't be unhappy if he starts. I know Trossard doesn't deserve to be benched, but he could do with a rest. I wouldn't necessarily be benched because he's not playing well. He's playing amazing, but we do have Liverpool on Thursday. That's a massive win, one we absolutely have to win at home versus Liverpool. So I doubt Arteta has his eye on that. So I expect to see our strongest lineup. Knowing Arteta, he's just probably going to stick with Trossard. And maybe we'll see Eze at some point, 60th minute, something like that. I definitely think that we'll see Havertz in this game, as he was on the bench last time. There's no way he starts, but it could be Jesus. It could be Jesus. He's come in for 3 substitute appearances. Has been fantastic. Got the goal versus Villa. Fantastic finish. But Gyökeres played very, very well versus Villa as well. And it's a fantastic selection headache that Mikel Arteta has. Personally, I want to see Gyökeres continue to start, continue to be the starter, continue to be the man in the middle that we are looking for, and looking to get him on form, get him scoring the goals. So, yeah, kind of a play him into form kind of thing is definitely what I want to see, at least. I'm not sure what Arteta will do on that one. But yeah, all in all, I expect Arsenal to handle Bournemouth. I expect them to be in control of this game, to not give anything up going the other way. I expect Big Gab and Saliba to be very, very important in this one. We'll definitely need to have an eye on our transitional defense. Mikel Marino is going to have a really good game once again. But, I mean, when does he not put in a shift? The man's been playing really, really, really well. Definitely one of those unpredictable signings you didn't think were going to be amazing. But he's definitely come good, and I'm happy to see that, of course. But, yeah, all in all, what I need from this game is urgency. I need some control, and I need a Gyökeres goal, baby. That's 150 million% what I'm looking for. On the surface of this game, we should 100% demolish them. And if we're ruthless, if we take our chances and put this game to bed in the first half with some of our, because we create mad chances. So if we can finish some of our first chances, the game will be a cakewalk in that second half. We can be on cruise control and we can get some more rest, get some more minutes to Madueke, the likes of Eze, of course, Havertz, Jesus. Yeah, take care of business in that first half. See if we can't get Saka a rest, you know what I mean? Get Zubamendi a rest so we can, see Norgard as well. I would love that. This is one of those games where we can 100% 3-0 them in the first half and cruise in that second half. So definitely what I expect, but I know Arteta is going to, have them in the mindset that it's going to be a lot more difficult than we're looking. Can't look past this game. Definitely have to take them seriously. Key battles are definitely going to be in that midfield. Marino and Zubamendi winning the second balls. If you don't win second balls against Bournemouth, they break on you like a flood, like a wave. And we definitely have to win those second balls to keep that from happening. But I expect us to do so. I definitely expect us to do so. I expect Martin Odegaard to have a very big game. And if he does, I think we will win this one. And I think we'll win this one comfortably. With the addition of Gabriel and Saliba in the back, I'm expecting another shutout. I expect us to be, back to our best defensively. And so this one should be a 3-0 win to the Arsenal. 100% should be a 3-0 win to the Arsenal. Definitely can't overlook it. Definitely going to have to defend well in transition. And Martin Odegaard is going to have to be playing as well as he has been. But look, got to put the pressure on Man City. Got to put the pressure on Man City. If we don't follow up the Villa win with another great performance, another good performance, and good 3 points, then all the work to get ahead, all the work that Sunderland and Granit Xhaka did for us last night, right back down the drain. So we definitely have to put the pressure on, and hopefully by the time by the time City and Chelsea kick off on Sunday, we can be 7 points clear at the top of the table, and have our feet up and cheer on the Blues, cheer on the old London Cowboys, which is not something that happens to me very often, but we'll definitely be on the hate watch for Manchester City and Chelsea, and who knows, we might do a watch along. As you may have seen, we did our very first watch along on the channel for the Manchester City Sunderland game. And so I expect that there might be another couple of watch alongs tomorrow, maybe even on Sunday as well. So, of course, look forward to that. Thanks for being here. If you're still around, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Of course, hype it up if you got any of those left. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments section down below. Is Martin Odegaard going to run this game? Will Antoine Semenyo even be there? And give me some score predictions. Of course, I'm thinking a nice 3-0 win to the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. Of course, everyone, thanks for being here. This has been the preview for Bournemouth and Arsenal. I'll be back soon, of course, and you will see me next time.